Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Dave. This is Scott's Toys, where we cover Lego investing, bricklink stores, and general resale. This is week 3 of our Lego investing series, and this episode, we're going to go ahead and cover a question submitted by one of the viewers. Sled Gunner asked, what is the Amazon fee breakdown? We're going to go ahead and cover that in great detail when we review what sold last week. To start things off though, we really only have one new investment purchase that has been made for the store. So before we get into the sales for last week, let's go ahead and show you what I've added to the investment log. Getting ready to show you what it is that we got this week. Gonna keep you on the edge of your seats just a smidge longer. It's not a clearance deal. It's not a retail purchase. It's not a rare set. It's something that I haven't typically purchased, and that is bulk brick. So behind me here, you can see that I have a bag of bulk Lego brick, and I'm going to say a bag of brick very loosely in this case because there are all sorts of other toys really in here. Okay, everybody, so here's what we're looking at. This is a massive garbage bag full of random toys is more what I'm going to say. Originally, it was supposed to just be Lego. We've got some real random things like green army men, Jenga blocks. We've got Connects apparently in here. We definitely have a fair amount of fake Lego. This here was a large bulk purchase. It weighs almost 50 pounds. I can see one huge thing right off the bat here that's pretty heavy and pretty well destroyed. I do see some tires from some other sets. I see a bent, broken piece here. We got some Pokemon cards. Any Pokemon fans out there? Maybe we'll pull out a Charizard that's bent to pieces. I considered classifying this under general resale because I'm not going to sit and hold this. However, I felt like sharing it here just because it was a Lego related item and it didn't really fit the Bricklink channel because these are all used pieces and I have no intentions of putting any of these in the store. If I found some crazy minifigure, maybe I would consider putting 1 or 2 in the store, assuming that the quality was good. But for right now, my intentions of this is to filter it down to just Lego, flip it basically price per pound. I feel like I got a pretty good deal on this. Why don't you leave a comment below and let me know what you would have paid for a 50-pound bag of what was described as Lego, and what do you think it may be worth in the end? Let's get back to our sales. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into the sales for last week. I've put everything together in an investment spreadsheet so I can show you a little bit more detail for each of the items. The first page here is blank. And that's because it's our Facebook sales. And I didn't sell anything on Facebook last week. I'm going to attribute that mostly to the reason of most of my listings are no longer in a renewed state, which I think means that they're kind of buried and hard to find. I can renew those listings, but I just didn't get an opportunity to last week. I'll use this, though, to talk about the different columns. So we've got the item. This is where I'm going to describe what it is that sold, sales price, obviously what I sold it for. The item cost is what I have that I paid for that particular item. And then I've got the item fees. And so the fees are going to change per platform. And this is what I'm going to use to try and speak to a little bit of Sled Gunner's question, which is the breakdown for Amazon fees. We've got a couple things over on the right, which is going to be the details for that specific platform. I've got another sheet all the way at the very end called totals. And we'll use that to recap the total sales across all the platforms so that you guys can see how I did for last week. So Facebook, we got nothing there. We're going to go ahead and move over to eBay. And on eBay, we made one sale, which is Lego set number 41619, Brickhead's Darth Vader. Sold it for $44.99. The item cost me $5. It's a set that I picked up on clearance a long time ago. And because of eBay, apparently the item fees for it were $4.50, which gives me a net profit for this item of $35.49. And you can see here that our fees calculated out to be roughly 10%, or right on the money, actually, at 10%. which is interesting because I thought eBay actually had a little higher fees. I thought it was more like 12.5 or 14.5, but that's all we've sold on eBay. Now let's go over and take a more in-depth look at Amazon and talk a little bit about these fees. So when I go over into Amazon, you can see that we've sold, whatever that is, about 8 items roughly. The first 2 items that we sold were Lego set number 72005, Aaron's Expo. It's an old Nexo Night set. I got these on clearance at Kohl's. I estimated it at $18 because I think I got some that were a little bit cheaper and some that were a little bit more. So I just averaged out the total cost across all the quantity that I had of it. And you can see that I sold those for $74.99 on Amazon. And the item fees here are kind of broken up into 2 things. It's interesting. So I'm going to click on this cell. And up here, hopefully you can see it. It says that my fees were actually $34.03 because it also charges me the shipping fee. But at the same time, it charges the customer for the shipping fee. And so when customers pay expedited shipping like they did in this case, they charge me and credit me the exact amount. And so the fee portion of the Amazon breakdown shows up a little bit funny. The net is that the total fees, $34.03, $17.36 of that was because of expedited shipping that the customer chose. And so the end result fee is $16.67, which is a total fee percentage. The Amazon breakdown here, the fee percentage is 22.23 or 22.23%. That's actually not too bad. Obviously, it's higher than what eBay is, but because the sales price is so much higher that it compensates for the additional fee that you have. Now, if you haven't seen last week's episode about size matters, please go back and watch that because this is kind of one of those things that really start to show, and I talked about during that video. But we've got the next 4 items that we sold were Banana Party juice bars, and these are a small little kind of a promo set. It's a minifigure in a banana costume with a radio. Sold those for $12.98. Most of them I picked up for around $2. I think some were slightly more, some were slightly less, but that's the average cost per item. And you can see here that I had item fees, and this isn't a shipping thing because all these qualified for free shipping. So $5.26, which means I still had a net profit of $5.72, which I'm very happy with. But you can see here that on this particular item, and this is something that you're going to see across the smaller sets, we paid 40.52% in fees, which is way higher of a percentage of the set. Now, I'll take and turn $2 into roughly $6 every day, but you do got to keep in mind that it's not going to work out that way for every one of those small sets. And so be aware, small sets, you're going to have a higher portion of fees. And I think it's because of a flat fixed fee in there. Maybe in next week's episode, I'll try and do an even more granular FBA breakdown. We have 2 more sets that sold. The first of which is Lego 21308 Adventure Time. Sold that set for $49.99. Had an item cost of $18. The Amazon FBA fees were $12.40, which gave me a net profit of $19.59 for that item, and roughly around 25% in fees. Last item for last week is the Lego 70905 Batmobile. Was super excited about this one. I was pretty surprised to see the price, $106.99. It cost me around $40. It may have been slightly less. $21.85 worth of Amazon FBA fees for a total net profit of $45.14. And this here, I'm very happy with having roughly 20% in fees. So we can go over here and see a little bit of a breakdown. Total Amazon sales, $358.88. Total cost of items, $102. Total fees, $88.63, for a total net profit on the platform of $168.25. And the average of the fees from a cost perspective across all the sales that I had, because I had a distribution of kind of the medium-sized sets and the small-size sets, ended up being 24.7% for the week. Grand total summary we've got total sales $403.87, total cost of materials $107, total fees $93.13 for a net profit, everything said and done, take away $296.87. So that's what I've been up to this week. Those have been my sales. Let me know if this was the breakdown that you were looking for, Sled Gunner. Hopefully the next video or one of the future videos, I'll do that little bit more granular look and kind of show the difference between the, I think they call it a referral fee versus the FBA fee. I'll try and break that down moving forward. Let me know if you guys sell on Amazon FBA, what your experience is, how you've been doing for the week, and maybe let me know some of the sets that you're keeping your eye on for future LEGO investments. Thanks, everyone. If you haven't already, we would appreciate it if you do subscribe to the channel. We would appreciate it if you hit that like button, click on the notification bell. We've got episodes coming out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Let us know below what you think of the series and what maybe questions you have that we can answer in future episodes. So thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll see you next video. Bye.